Hey guys, it's me Martina and I'm back with a braces update. Finally, I know, right? I don't think I've put up a braces update video since probably around, I think, September or October of 2011. So yeah, this one's long overdue and I've had a lot of people asking me like, what's going on with your teeth? How are they doing? So I'm here today to give you all an update. I have had a lot of great progress with these teeth. They're moving along awesomely. Is that even a word? Anywho, they're moving along pretty quickly here. And let me go ahead and just backtrack and kind of fill you in on what's been going on the past few months that I've been missing. Or, you know, MIA, away from YouTube, whatever. So basically back in like, I think it was November or December, my orthodontist put me in elastics, which are, if you don't know what those are, basically it's those little tiny rubber bands that you can put on your teeth, and they're connected from there to right there on both sides. Right now I'm just wearing one elastic on each side, and I am supposed to be wearing them 24 hours a day, and I've been pretty good about doing that. So I usually do keep them on. I know some people complain and they're like, oh, it's a whatever, it's a pain, I don't like to wear them, but I figure I'm trying to make this journey go quick as possible, so I'm gonna do what the orthodontist tells me, and I've been doing pretty good about that. Yeah, so I've been wearing those. They started me out on the Quail elastics, which I think is kind of more of a beginner one, and then the next month they bumped me up to Otter. So right now I'm currently still wearing Otter, and this is my, I guess, I want to say second or third month, I think second month in the Otter, but yeah, and they're working for me great. They put me in the elastics basically, or they didn't put me in them, but they told me to wear the elastics basically to help close up that open bite that I have going on. So yeah, because it was pretty big when I first started the whole braces journey, and it's coming along well. And I'm going to show you what that open bite looks like later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. As far as what else has been going on, let me see here. I'm checking my phone, so I have it all written down, all the notes. And by the way, this is my new phone case from aquacharms.com. Just wanted to let you know. So yeah, anywho, oh, also, I've been hearing a lot about power chains, and finally I now have some power chains on my teeth myself. Yay! For those of you who don't know, power chains are basically like this kind of like, it looks like a chain, but it's sort of like a elastic rubber band, like, that's the best I can describe it, material. And it's silver, and they basically put them around all your teeth to connect them and sort of tighten them up and move those spaces. So I got that actually at my last visit back in January. So I've almost had it for pretty much a month now. I mean, and I would say so far the power chain really, I mean within a day I noticed my gap, basically the one in the front, reduced, and by that night it was almost half the size it was, I would say, that it was the day I went in there that morning, if that makes any sense. Basically, these freaking power chains work like crazy, and it's really moving my teeth really, really quick, which is a good thing. So yeah, that worked great. Oh, and with the power chain, I will tell you, it hurt. I've been experiencing the last couple times I've gone in some pain, and I think that's because my teeth are getting closer and closer together, and the tighter they get, it's almost like the more painful it is, especially on the bottom row, which the bottom row is really, it's never really been that, you know, bad to begin with, which I think that's probably why I tend to have more pain down there. But since when I got the power chain up top, it did hurt really bad too, and I think that's because, like I said, my teeth are getting closer and closer together, and for some reason it just hurts more. I don't know why, it just does. I think for like a week, pretty much like a week straight after getting that power chain, I mean, it was hard to eat, like it was crazy. So it's pretty painful, but I mean, it's nothing too bad. So if you're getting braces, don't freak out, you can handle it. Anyway, aside from the power chain, let me go ahead and give you guys an update on the whole gap situation. Basically, I don't know if y'all remember, but if not, go back and watch a few of my older videos. But basically, for me, my ideal ultimate result would be to keep a small gap in between my two front teeth and have everything else be straight and just perfect. So for me, it's kind of funny because I feel like I have recently reached my ideal gap size, and I'll show you what that is. It's this. I mean, I like it. I don't think it's too big. I don't think it's distracting. I think it's small. That has lipstick on my teeth. Yeah, I think it's small, cute, and it's pretty much what I envisioned from the beginning. yeah, so I like it. I feel like I still look like myself, but like just a more improved version, and I like that, which kind of makes me worried because I think the next time I go in for another power chain, like in a couple weeks, I have the feeling that I mean, because those things are so powerful, I have the feeling that it might actually close my gap. So we'll just see how that works. My orthodontist told me that we can, you know, change things throughout the process. So if it closes too much, we can open it back up and things like that. So that's pretty cool. As far as the other little gaps I have going on, like I have one here, here, and there, and just a little bit of spacing there and there. I have noticed a change in those spaces, but I haven't noticed as much of a change as I've noticed in the front. It seems like the one in the front has closed up, you know, pretty drastically, but the ones on the sides are just kind of taking their sweet time. So, I mean, I kind of feel like I wish those would hurry up and close up so I could just have my perfect, ideal, you know, 100% smile, but we'll see, it takes time. As far as the bottom teeth, they weren't really that bad to begin with, but I have noticed them kind of shifting more. When I get like a new wire, they kind of change, and then with the elastics, they kind of changed a little bit too. They're getting actually a little more crooked. So I don't know if that's good, bad, or what, but as you can see. And it's hard to see when you look straight on, that's why I have to kind of tilt and let you see from that angle. But yeah, they're getting a little crooked, and I do have like a little gap right here that I wish would just go away. So I don't know what's up with that, but hopefully it'll be gone soon, let's hope. Oh, I remember I made a video for you all a while back about my teeth touching. I was so excited because, you know, since I had a pretty freaking huge open bite, like so huge you could see my tongue through it, I was never able to actually touch my two front teeth together when I bit down, which your teeth are not supposed to come down on top of each other anyway. They're supposed to come down with your top row just barely in front. So since making that video, I think when I made it at that time, only this side could touch, but now I can do both, so that's pretty cool. And I just noticed that probably maybe like within the past month or so. So I think it has something to do with the elastics and the power chain. So thumbs up for those. I want to give y'all an update as far as closing the spaces and how that has affected the speech. I've noticed that when I have the elastics on, speech is a little weird anyway. But when I don't have those on, my lisp is so much better than it was before. Basically, sometimes it's almost like it's pretty much gone, but then there are times where it's still there, and I don't mind that because it's a part of, I guess, who I am. I would just like to make it as, well, I don't know. I think ultimately, I guess if I could get rid of that, yeah, I would like to get rid of it, but if I did have just a little bitty lisp, I wouldn't mind it, but I would still like to tighten that up a little bit. So I think as the spaces close and as the open bite comes in even more, that lisp will essentially kind of go away. Let's hope. Let's see here. Oh, as far as getting my teeth cleaned and stuff like that, I got my teeth cleaned, I want to say 2 weeks ago, so that went well. I have been noticing a little more staining. And it's so weird because I stopped using the peroxide mouthwash. Right now I'm just using like a regular mouthwash, and sometimes I might pour a little peroxide in it every blue moon. But I drink a lot of coffee, red wine, and tea. So my teeth have been staining like crazy, and I hate that look. I mean, I hate it. It seems like it stains kind of like around the brackets. I mean, I'm brushing, I'm doing everything I can. So the only thing I could think to do is get a water pick and to get like an electronic toothbrush to kick it up a notch. So I think that's what I'll be doing, because I have noticed a lot of people who have braces, their teeth do stain, and it's like, you brush your teeth like 3 to 4 times a day. They should not be staining, but it's just how it works out. I mean, because you have all this stuff on your teeth, it's hard to keep them like one even color. Overall happiness with my braces journey so far. I would say right now I'm pretty happy with the way it's going. I mean, I don't have any complaints. My teeth are looking better, so what is there to complain about? I'm hoping that my journey, that the process will kind of speed up a little more, which I think I'm doing good. I think I'm on track for where I'm supposed to be. My orthodontist keeps telling me my teeth are moving so quick. Like every time I go, he's like, oh my God, your teeth are moving so fast. So I know that I have come a long way from where I started out at, like a really long way. So I'm really excited about it, and I feel, I do feel better about my smile now, and I like it so far. I really love the gap size right now. I think it's just great. Ideally, that's the way I would like to keep it, so we'll see about that. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. There is a possibility that I might not keep the gap, not because I don't want to. Personally, I feel like that looks better than without a gap for me. I would prefer to look that way. But there's the whole issue of when I get out of braces, I'm getting a permanent retainer behind my teeth on the top and bottom, basically to ensure that my teeth don't move back and spread and go back to where they were before braces. And as of right now, I think they only make them in like silver color, basically like the braces wire. And I'm just worried that if I keep a gap, that people will be able to see that wire, that thick wire behind my teeth. And so I don't know if he can get me a custom colored one made in black. That way when you see the black little gap, you don't see like a silver, you know, wire going through it. You just see black space. So if they can do something like that, then I would probably keep it. If they cannot do something like that, then I don't want to risk not getting a permanent retainer and having my teeth just shift back to where they were. It's not worth risking or losing the money I spent and the time and the effort. It's just not worth it. So ultimately, for me, I do feel my gap smile is better. That is my ideal beauty. I like it. It is me. And I really don't want to close my gap. And actually, I feel like if I do close my gap, I feel like I will have some regret. It won't be my ideal smile and I will be a little unhappy with it. But at the end of the day, if it's gonna prevent my teeth from going back to what they used to look like, then I'll accept it. It's not the end of the world. But we'll see. We'll have a little while to go before we get to that point and make the final decisions. So yeah. Other than that, let me go ahead and show you this open bite really quick and show you how that's going, then I'll be done. As you can see, like I mean, look at it. It's pretty much gone. It's getting tighter on this side than it is on this. This side has just a little bit ways to go, but for the most part, my open bite is gone. And I mean, let's see. I don't know if, like I said, if you don't know what open bite I'm referring to, please watch my first video. Click here to see it, and that you will see my open bite was huge. I mean, you could see my tongue, everything, basically with my mouth shut, you could see in there. So, I mean, for it to look like this, that's like crazy. I never really thought that my teeth would ever be able to touch and just kind of fit together like a normal person's teeth. So that's kind of cool, because the main thing that I was really concerned about was the open bite. It really bothered me, so yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be having another appointment coming up at the end of February, and I'm getting a new power chain like I told you before, and I would imagine that that's going to make my teeth move like a crazy deal. Like it's going to be crazy, I bet. So after I get the new power chain, I'm going to probably do a video for you all a few days later just to show you, you know, how it's going and how tight the gap is getting and whatever else. So yeah, I'll update you that way. If you have any requests, you want to know what it's like to do something, what it's like to have the elastics, or just any kind of questions you have about having braces, let me know below. Put it in the comment section. Maybe I could do a video on your specific request. I'd be glad to answer any questions, so just let me know what you have a question about and I'll get to it. And yeah, just be sure to check out my blog, and the link is in the description box below. And pictures are also there as well, so go there, follow my journey. Thank you for watching. If you want to stay updated with the rest of my journey, go ahead, click that subscribe button. It is free. And if you enjoyed this video, or if you enjoyed progress, or if you think my progress is cool, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Alright, take care guys. Thank you for watching. Bye! See you in the next video.